So today we are making 2 mini pocket letters, and each of the pocket letters would have 3 slots. So I cut out 6 total of these black pocket inserts. They are 2.5 by 3.5. And next I cut out some pattern paper to go on top of it. So these are slightly smaller at 2.25 by 3.25. I'm gonna get these glued down and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so now that it's all glued down, I'm gonna set it aside for right now because I want to focus on the pieces that will go on the pocket letter. So I'm going to bring over this cardstock, this black cardstock, and I'm going to start putting some pieces on it. So I have these 2 flags that I cut out from the pattern paper, and I also have some cut aparts that I'm going to glue down as well to this black cardstock. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's easier, it'll stand out better than if I just put it like that on the pattern paper. Next we have a bunch of stickers, and I do want to pull out some words from here. I'm thinking maybe something that's not green, so feeling lucky or pinch me. Maybe, yeah, one of those would work. So I'm gonna start putting that on the paper, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so now that everything is glued down and cut out, I brought over some more stuff from my stash in order to be able to use that in the pocket letter. Starting with these cupcake toppers. I like these because you can easily just take off the shamrock from the toothpick and just use that part of it. And I have these ephemera pieces from Miss Kate's Cuttables. I really like this collection. It's really bright and cheery, and I love that. And then these are the pieces that we just glued down and cut out. I wound up going with Lucky, Pot of Gold, and Pinch Me. So I'm just going to put that to the side for right now. I might not use everything, but yeah. So these are foam stickers that someone gifted to me last year, and I want to kind of incorporate them. And then I made this little mini rosette, dipped it in gold glitter, and put a little center to it. So I'm going to use that as well. Alrighty, so the first piece I'm using here is the Shamrock pattern page, and I'm going to bring over the leprechaun hat and gold shamrock, and just so that it stands out just a little bit, I'm adding a black outline to the gold shamrock before gluing it down. And now I'm just going to use wet glue to glue it down, and just slightly off center so that I can put that hat there. And now this hat doesn't glue on flat because the shamrock is kind of bulky, so I have to put foam dots on there. So I'm applying foam dots, and then I'm putting some glue on the foam dots for extra, just extra security. And then to finish it off, I am adding some green sequins. I should have heated up my hot glue gun and used hot glue gun because wet glue isn't the best for gluing down sequins, but it works. I did use it, and I like this glue for it, so that's one piece kind of done. So working on the second piece here, I'm going to bring over one of my flags that I glue down onto black cardstock. Now, if I didn't use that black cardstock, that flag would have blended with the background, shamrock background, wouldn't quite stand out as much. So that's why I use that black background. And same thing with the words. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I want this to look. I don't really have an idea in my head. I just start putting stuff down and seeing what works and what doesn't work. There isn't really a preset plan, you know. So this is what I wound up doing with it. And I'm going to start working on the center a little bit. But before I start working on the center, I wanted to bring all the rest of the inserts just to see what's missing. And I did want to add a bit more sequins to the first piece here, the gold sequins, and then I want to alter the foam in the center with those sequins as well, just to add some oomph, I guess, to the foam sticker because it's kind of flat. So I got smart and started using hot glue. So I glued all these sequins, and one good thing about foam stickers is that it's a sticker, so there's adhesive already there, so you don't have to add any more. So I'm getting that centered, and then I do want to add a couple more sequins just to finish it off a little bit. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'm kind of happy with how that came out. Yeah. So this is the first pocket letter, kind of completed. All right, so we're going to start with the second one here. And it uses the same pattern paper in the same order. And then I'm just going to bring over some of the cut aparts that I had glued onto that black cardstock, see how it stands out. And then I'm going to try to use another flag as well as this rosette that I made. And I want to cover that rosette up, the sticker up. I don't like the center too much. I just realized I don't really like the center. Just adding some ephemera here and there, and maybe some floral pieces as well to cut up some of the green going on. So yeah, I'm gonna get this glued down and I'll be right back. So I took 8.5 by 11 sheets of baseball card sleeve protector, and I divided it into thirds in order for each of my pocket letters to have 3 slots available. And now I'm applying washi to the end part of it, just so I can finish it off. It makes it look a little bit finished, I guess. And this washi isn't the greatest at staying down, so I am applying a little piece of tape there at the end, and I'm punching a hole there, just so I can tie a ribbon through it later. So now I'm starting to put each of the pocket inserts in, and some of them are slightly bulky, especially when it's like a rosette like that. So you might want to keep in mind that some people don't really like bulky pocket letters. I don't know, I don't mind either way. Doesn't bug me too much, but for some people it does bug them. So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. And I'm just cutting off a little piece of ribbon here, St. Patrick's Day theme ribbon, and I'm tying it up shoelace style because I have no idea how to make a normal bow. So loop over another loop and through the center and tie it up, and we have an upside down bow. Yay! But that's one done, and then I am going to start on the next one, and I'm going to follow the same process that I did with the first letter in applying the washi, and then making sure that I am punching a hole for that upside down ribbon to be put on there. Yeah, so same process, essentially, applying that piece of tape. And here it is, all completed, both of them. I really like how they turned out. It didn't take too long, and we have 2 completed mini pocket letters. I'm really happy with how they turned out.